Yo, can you believe this? Cancel culture is at it again, trying to tell me what artists I should listen to, especially if they're bad people. Like, what the hell is that? They're trying to tell me, don't separate the art from the artist. They're one and the same. You can't do it. Yeah, and I agree with them. There should be some boundaries that we put on artists on whether or not we should listen to them or not. We shouldn't be promoting and celebrating certain artists, especially when they do heinous things. Are you gonna listen to R. Kelly? Yeah, I can listen to R. Kelly. What about Chris Brown? If Rihanna got over it, so can I. What about Kanye and his recent run of anti-Semitism? Of course I can still listen to Kanye. His anti-Semitism doesn't seep into my brain making me a Nazi. I don't care about that stuff. Are you gonna listen to NBA YoungBoy and Bob Marley and their promotion of their sins? Listen. Before you go down the list of all the artists in the history of time and try to tell me, well, they did this, well, they did that, well, they're rappers and they're talking about murdering, whether they're Rastafarians talking about smoking weed and trying to promote drug use and all this kind of stuff, that doesn't really matter, okay? To me, art is a depiction of the times that artist is living in. Maybe their own mental psyche seeps into the art to make them make certain decisions to make the art better or worse. But to me, I can separate the art from the artist, and here's how. I came down to my local art museum called the Cheech, and it's actually sponsored and supported by one half of the Cheech Chong stoner comedy duo, Cheech Marlin, which I thought was pretty cool. But I came here to kind of immerse myself in art, to kind of get my point across of why you can't separate the art from the artist. And it's simple as this. Reality is not all good things. Reality has the ugly, has the evil, has the bad things inside, and we still learn how to live life. So why can't you listen to a song that is made by evil people?
All right, so I'm in the museum and I had to show you guys this painting because it perfectly depicts what I'm trying to say in this video. So if we look at this painting, right, it's a picture of Echo Park and it's cool sunset and everything. But if we look in the corner right here, there's a Hispanic family being arrested or being harassed by the cops. You know, that, whatever, it's depiction of reality, especially in modern day. This painting was painted in 1996, right? But if you found out the painter, what's the painter's name anyways? Frank Romero. If you guys found out this painter was pro deportation, illegal immigration, you know, the things that are going on nowadays, this painting changes its whole meaning. It's almost as if he's saying this should happen more. This is what needs to be normal, right? And depending on your political views about immigration, this painting changes. So I think that's pretty cool.
But when you look at that, that shows you that music can be made from evil, bad people, and it still be good. It's a good song. Now, for all the people out there who are politicians trying to tell me bad people can make good music, we're not sitting here saying that you shouldn't they can't make music. But what we're saying is that we shouldn't promote it. We shouldn't, send it out into the people, into the public. We want it to be kept in their little cul-de-sac, in their little corner, and not like anybody be brainwashed by their evil messaging. And I want to sit here and tell you that whatever side you're on, the other side is always going to feel like they shouldn't have a voice. You would always feel, whether you're Democratic, you're going to feel like the Republicans' voice is bad, whether you're Republican, vice versa, whether you're black versus white, it doesn't really matter. What you're at this point saying is that the other side should be oppressed from their voice. I live in America, obviously, if you can't tell, and I believe in free speech, meaning free art as well. So I want people to express themselves no matter who they are, because personally, I'd rather know what my enemy is thinking than them be in the shadows and not knowing anything about them at all. I want to hear their bad messaging. I want to hear their predatory thoughts. I don't want to just see it and just be like, I wonder who's a predator. We want to see the predators in light, right? Do you want to just see them only in the shadows when it's too late? I don't think so. Now, let's say for a second, everybody did adhere to this cancel culture rhetoric of not separating the art from the artist, and every artist adhered to the rules of what society deemed as responsible and good art, not controversial. Wouldn't that make art really boring? Wouldn't you want to see people's true feelings of things? Like, I would hate to hear the same love songs over and over again. I like some of the toxic love songs, even though they're technically cancelable. I want to see people talk about violence and drugs and all these things that society deems as not responsible and shouldn't be promoted. Think about it. A lot of your favorite art is stuff that you probably wouldn't want to be promoted in society if you were the one to run it. And think about this. Even if those artists are somewhat, criminals, and maybe I shouldn't be listening to them and promoting them, I could still listen to their music and not sponsor them. I could still listen to the music and not stream their music, not putting any money in their pockets by just illegally listening to it. People still can download music for free. Like, that's not going anywhere anytime soon. So that's like two birds with one stone, really. But some people might deem that as immoral or like unethical to do that, but so is the crimes and the things that they promoted. So I don't see anything wrong with it either. All in all, what I'm trying to say is that people need to stop being so sensitive. Art is just an expression of one's thoughts. If you can't handle it, don't listen to the music or don't look at the painting. It's simple as that. So, come on, where are the people who have pride in the fact that things don't mentally shake them easily? Have those people just gone into hiding and just don't care to argue with people about art and artists and stuff like that? I couldn't tell you the last time an artist did something so egregious that I just said, you know what? I'm never listening to them again. I'm never gonna do something. To me, it's just not that deep. Art doesn't really change my life unless it's this YouTube channel, which you guys should subscribe, hit the bell. But regardless of that, I just think people just need to stop thinking so deep into things. And I get it, that's art, but come on now, we're grown.